Lastly, we can see the sequence of operations performed when an immediate operand is found in the instruction. So when an immediate operand like this hash 30 is found, add hash 30 comma R1. What does that mean? Some value in R1 will be added with the numeric value 30 and the result will be loaded as, will be updated in register R1. So this immediate operand, that addition operation to perform, what you need to get is the immediate value from the instruction itself you need to get. So in previous slides we have learned that for any instruction to execute, first you need to fetch that instruction from the memory, place it into the MDR, and then to the IR register it will be placing. PC value will be updated. Then this IR gets decoded. Okay, so before moving to the fetching phase, the instruction register will be decoded. And during that decoding operation, this if immediate value is found in that instruction, what it does? It will be placing that immediate value onto the bus from which the Y register will be loading that value. So in order to perform that operation, IR out as well as immediate field of IR out, it comes as a single thing. Okay, immediate field of IR out will be enabled. Then Y in signal also gets enabled so that data found in the bus can be placed in the Y register. Then after that, second step is like in order to perform the ALU operation, you need to get the second operand also. So for that, R1 out will be enabled. Then first operand will be select Y. 30 will be currently available in Y register. So select Y. Then add, perform the addition operation. Result, let it be stored into the Z register. So in order to fetch the result, in order to take the result onto the Z register, Z in signal need to be enabled. Now after performing this arithmetic operation, result is currently available in the Z register, which need to be copied to the or loaded to the R1 register. So for that, the third step in sequence of operations will be performed is like Z out signal will be enabled and then R1 in signal will be enabled in order to fetch the data from Z to the R1 via this bus. So these are the different operations performed inside a processor, and for each operation, how is the sequence of signals generated, or how the sequence of steps are being arranged, that we have discussed. Now, next important thing what we are going to see is how to fetch or how to execute a complete instruction. Okay. Theoretically, we have learned that in order to execute any instruction, you need to fetch the instruction from the memory. So from the starting stage till the end execution, how the entire process is being done, that we are going to learn next based on the 5 operations that we have discussed till now. So here we are considering, for example, add R of 3 comma R1. So this is the instruction. Till now, those 5 operations what we have discussed, in all these operations, we have assumed that the instruction is already fetched from the memory. After fetching the instruction only, those sequence of operations is being done. Now we are going to fetch the instruction itself from the memory. So from that stage onwards, we need to write the sequence of operations or sequence of signals that will be enabled we need to analyze. So we can consider this example, add R3 comma R1. Fetch the first step is fetch the instruction. Second, fetch the first operand and the contents of the memory location pointed to by R3. Perform the addition, load the result into R1. So these 3 things you know. How you will be able to understand these three things, and this one we need to focus more in this step, in this way. Okay, so fetch the instruction. So this instruction is currently available in the memory. Address of the instruction where it is available in the PC. Okay, that is, this instruction need to be executed. So the address will be available in the PC, which need to be copied to where? To the MAR. So MAR gets the address from the PC. So for that, which signal need to be initiated? PC out and MAR in. This control signal will be enabled. Okay, so you need to read the data from, you need to fetch the data from the memory. So for that, read control signal also will be initiated. Okay, PC out, MAR in, read control signal will be initiated. And once read control signal is initiated, you need to wait for the memory function to complete. That is, what is the memory function initiated here? Read. Read operation to complete, you need to wait. So when will it get completed? When the data is available in this MDR. Okay, so when data is available in MDR, then we can say that the memory function is complete. So for that, you need to initiate the signal MDR out E, so that memory, that is data that is loaded in the memory via the memory bus, it will be copied or it will be loaded to the MDR. Once data is available in MDR, you need to fetch that data, means here it is the instruction. Okay, we are fetching the instruction. Now, once the memory function is complete, data will be available in MDR, and from the MDR, you need to place the data to IR register. So, MDR out will be, here not outing, it will be like in. Okay, we will be fetching the data from the memory via the memory bus. So, in E will be enabled. And in order to place the data from MDR to IR register, you need to initiate MDR out signal and IR in signal. Okay, so these things will be done. And one more thing that will be done is PC value need to be updated. Okay, once this PC, there is instruction read signal, once the data is fetched onto the, once the address is placed onto the MAR and the read control signal is being initiated, this PC value can be updated by 4. So, here in between PC also will be implemented, that is PC out will be enabled, so that it is currently available in the bus. Okay, here it said PC out is enabled, isn't it? Now PC out, it is available in that address will be available in the bus. So it is not required. Address will be available in the bus. When this PC out is enabled, address is available in the bus. It will be copied to MAR in. Then this PC need to be updated by 4. So ALU operation will be taken. So in that ALU, you need to take or initiate the signal, select 4. Select 4, add. Add signal. Then one more is there, that is Z in signal also will be enabled. Okay, Z in signal also will be enabled. So these are some of the signals will be enabled in order to update this PC. Okay, so PC address will be placed in MAR and read control signal will be initiated. Then PC gets updated by making use of these sequence of operations. PC value will be get updated. Here one more thing, that is ZIN will be having the updated PC value. Now it needs to be copied to the PC. So for that, what you need to initiate, PC in also need to be initiated. PC in Z out. Okay, next step we can write like that. Z out, PC in will be enabled. Okay, so PC gets updated over here, and it waits for the memory function to complete. Once it is complete means data will be available in MDR, and MDR out, using this MDR out signal, again the data can be placed onto the bus from where the instruction register can fetch the data, or instruction register can copy the data. So based on this only, these control signals will be generated. Okay, so in this case MDR out only is being mentioned. MDR out is not mentioned over here. But if you mention this, only the processor bus control signals, it is mentioned in this sequence of step. MDR out, MDR INI means, here we are making use of MDR INI, no? That MDR INI means it will be taking the data from the memory bus. So that you can mention over here, MDR INI. Okay. So the rest of the instruction is same. Then what is the thing we need to do? We need to fetch the data from the R3, from the memory location stored in R3. So for that, R3 out will be initiated, MAR will be loading that address, again initiate the read control signal. Okay. Now R1 also is required. So R1 out is initiated. Y in, that is R3 will be having some memory address which will be available in MDR once the memory function is complete, and that value will be stored to Yn. Okay, that value will be stored to Yn. So here itself you can include this MDR out also. MDR out in the fifth step itself you can mention. And sixth step, select Y, add Zn. You will be getting the result in Zn. Then Z out, load the final result to R1 register, and end is the end of the control sequence of control signal. So this is the way complete instruction will be executed in a sequence for a single bus organization. So this is like in a sequence it is being operated. Next is like if a branching instruction is being done, then how the instructions can be written in a sequence. So in such cases, we will be making use of an offset field.